the hell is Jamahal Hill playing at, lad? The level of ego to lose a fight in emphatic fashion. Does that even make sense? To lose a fight in spectacular fashion, get KO'd with one punch, and then go on a social media rampage against your opponent like as if it was ever going to be a close fight. Salty tweets, salty videos, saying it was a fluke, and then this. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a little bit late to this, by the way, because I had a staff night out the other night, and I'm on a 2-day hangover despite only having about 5 drinks. That's what happens when you only drink once a year, and when you get a little bit older. But I've purposefully stayed away from watching this video, because I want a little bit more of a genuine reaction to it. But anyway, Jamahal Hill approached Alex Pereira in the UFC PI Institute and basically challenged him, and Pereira was game. Let's just watch the video. We've got a couple angles of this, and then we've also got a Jamahal Hill response, and just wait until you hear this Jamahal Hill response. I mean, the level of ego is insane. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment. I've been a little bit slow on the uploads the last few weeks. I've just been super busy with my app, and we've got 24 hours left on the Apex Athlete app promotion. So if you want a 7-day free trial and 20% lifetime discount, then you got 24 hours to claim it. After that, no more promotions. First link in the bio. Right, here's the first angle.
For free?
So that's all we initially seen at first. That was the first video that surfaced. It's hard to really know the context behind it. Jamahal Hill also needs to go on a cut. That belly is looking pretty ridiculous. And listen, if you've got a belly, it's fine. It's all right if you've got some gains and strength to back it up. But come on, Jamahal Hill. With Jamahal Hill's physique, he could diet down to welterweight. Bit more muscle on his frame. And I know Jamahal Hill would batter me. Right here, we have the video with a little bit more full context. So Jamahal Hill rocks up to Alex Pereira. This is the beginning of the altercation. Now you see there, Jamahal Hill approaches Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira's training. What does Pereira do? He actually reaches out and does a little glove tap. Pereira's keeping it friendly. Pereira's already won. Pereira KO'd him, put him into the shadow realm. But let's have a little listen to that gangster energy from Jamahal. As you can see there, Jamahal Hill saying for free. You want to fight for free? Alex Pereira threw the gloves at Jamahal Hill's feet. Let's go. That's it. Make Jamahal Hill pick them gloves up off the floor, Pereira. Power move 101. And look, if Jamahal Hill is really that salty and really about that life, you should take up that offer right there. If you're that confident in your skills, back it up. Go into the cage, have a spar, and I know it'd probably be stopped before they even got to it. The UFC PI Institute probably wouldn't allow it. It'd also affect the UFC's business as well if we see Alex Pereira piece up Jamahal Hill in sparring. That kind of throws a spanner in the works for the rematch, if it ever comes about, and if Jamahal Hill gets past Yuri Prochazka, UFC 311, which I think might actually be a bit of a difficult task for him. But at least if he would have stepped in the cage with him there and then, you could make the argument that, well, he's definitely game. But this doesn't really come across great for Jamahal Hill because he's the one who's approached Pereira. Pereira's offered him a spar, threw the gloves at him. There's literally no excuses. Get in there, Jamahal.
Let's make money.
Fuck the money. You've got enough money as it is. Let's see some sparring. Let's... oh, guys. I'm so sore. My whole body hurts. I can't even laugh. That's the only thing is the money shout gets in the way of a lot of these fights from happening on every single level. It happens in boxing a lot. I'll fight you any place, anywhere, anytime, as long as it's 50 million and on my terms. Fight doesn't go down. Oh, well, I said that I wanted to fight him. It was on him and his team. All I was asking for was 50 million. That's it. So that money shout, I don't like it. However, if I was in their position and, you know, there's a good few million on the line, yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't want to fight for free either. I'm just thinking selfishly for our entertainment here, boys. And listen here, Jamahal Hill says, I'll put you to sleep.
We go, boys.
Pereira's leveled up since that first fight as well. He would spark Jamahal Hill. Still going. To get me point with this is Jamahal Hill is pretty delusional. He got slept in the first fight, and I know there was a bit of controversy around that fight, the fact that Jamahal Hill kicked Alex Pereira in the balls, but I don't see that fight going any different. I think Pereira would have still sparked him, and I think he will in the rematch. If it happens, and if Jamahal Hill gets past Jiří Procházka, does he really deserve a rematch with Alex Pereira? I mean, we can probably assume that Alex Pereira might have another win under his belt, depending on when he fights by then, but I don't know. I guess it depends on how he wins against Jiří. I think at best, Jamahal Hill might get a decision at best, but if he sparks Jiří out, then maybe you can make the argument for the rematch, but I would like to see Jamahal Hill maybe get another win under his belt before we see that rematch. And just because the first fight that they had wasn't even close, and when a fight like that happens where someone just has a crazy dominant KO, it's kind of hard to make the argument for the rematch if that person is only coming off one win. What do you think? You let me know. Right, now let's listen to Jamahal Hill's response. You guys know what's coming. You've heard the way Jamahal Hill talks. Let's listen to his reaction to this altercation. And I also find it kind of ironic that his Instagram handle is Sweet Dreams Hill, because that's what he did. He had some sweet dreams when Pereira knocked him out. Let's listen.
I was at the PI earlier, and Alex was there. Just went to go up and have a conversation, ask him what, since we don't have to talk about it across Twitter. Initially, when I went up to him, it was smooth. It was like, don't run the heavyweight. We need to run this back. His translator said, like, he said, you still asleep, or you still woke up and shit. Like, I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake now. You can get put to sleep for real. And then it kind of went to a whole like fake ass like, oh yeah, come get the gloves and go in the cage. Which I replied, what the fuck we need gloves for?
Come get the gloves. The gloves were thrown at your feet.
We not getting paid right now. You know what I mean? I get paid to fight. I get paid to put on gloves and fight. And when I'm out in a situation like that, we could throw hands right now.
Why didn't you do it then? Why not? Someone said, bro went to the studio right after to yap. Oh, damn. Oh, my word. And Jamahal Hill's left a comment here. He said, bro, we threw the gloves and I said, we don't need the gloves, and walked right up to his face. Haters make up BS when it's on camera. Meanwhile, y'all were offered more money than you will make in a day to spar and wouldn't pull up y'all. Big and hell, Jamahal. Need to learn how to spell as well. The thing is, though, if someone throws gloves at you and goes, come on, let's get it on now, saying to them, we don't need the gloves, is not accepting the challenge. It's changing the terms. And yeah, Alex Pereira doesn't need the gloves. Have you seen the size of his hands? They're like shovels. But the offer is right there, thrown at your feet. If he really wanted to, he would have just went, all right, yeah, go on, let's go. Let's get the gloves on now. Boom, boom. Let's get in the cage. Saying we don't need the gloves, Jamahal, you know that's not going to happen. There's not going to be a bare knuckle fight allowed in the PI Institute. You know that. Someone also said, dude became the most unlikable fighter, shaking my head. I used to be a fan, but everything since the Alex loss has been lame AF and weird. Now this video, oh man, you keep taking L's and you're just too stubborn to stop. Losing fans due to fragile egos, sad. Now I understand if you're in these fighters' positions, it's probably a nightmare having so many people talk about you online. And I'm sure if we were all in Jamahal Hill's position, we don't know how we would react. However, one thing we do know from decades of MMA is if you take your loss bad, make excuses, pretend that you was winning the fight or that you would have won the fight after you just got sparked out cold, you lose fans. People don't like it when people take losses bad. That's one reason why a lot of people liked Conor McGregor, is when he first lost, he actually took the defeats in a humbling manner. The Nate Diaz loss, the Floyd Mayweather loss, and then when McGregor started becoming unlikable, it was after the Khabib loss, it was after the Dustin Poirier loss, because he was no longer humble. He was coming up with excuses, he was looking bitter and salty, and that's why loads of fans turned on him, and Jamahal Hill is that to the nth degree. I also find it hilarious that Jamahal Hill said, don't run off to heavyweight, fight me, I'm right here. Pereira's moving on to bigger and better things, Jamahal. You're fighting Jiří Procházka, coming off a loss, and no disrespect to Jiří, by the way, one of my favourite fighters. But Pereira is just going from strength to strength to strength, and in every single fight looking better and better. Pereira's now in that superstar stratosphere where you start talking about the big fights, the John Jones type fights, the Tom Aspinall fights. Jamahal Hill, if he loses against Jiří Procházka, will be back on the prelims in a couple months. So let's see how he deals with Jiří. And based on the fact that Jiří is one of my favourite fighters, but also the way Jamahal Hill's acting, I want Jamahal Hill to lose pretty badly. And I don't wish harm on him. I don't mean that in a bad way, like I wish harm on his health. Not at all, and it's nothing personal. But when you're acting like this, it's just hard to root for you. People want to see you lose. So let's see what happens from here. I would have loved to have seen that spar. Pereira would have knocked him into the Shadow Realm, even with 20-ounce gloves on. You guys comment all your thoughts down below. And once again, I'll remind you, last 24 hours on my Apex Athlete Fitness app offer. 7-day free trial, 20% lifetime discount. First link in the comments. And also 2025, I'm looking forward to uploading more fitness content on my fitness channel. So if you want to watch some of my fitness content, I'll pop a video up right here. If you want to watch another video from this channel, you can watch that right here. Let's have a great December, boys, and go into 2025 with momentum and make it the best year ever. For all of us, that is. Okay, peace out. See you later.